doing, Coach? Clarence Hill, City, Dallas. After being in the depths of despair of a 5-game losing streak, just talk about the feelings of that locker room and a 2-game winning streak. And I know the players have talked this week about winning out. Have you allowed yourself to go that far? Where are you with this process?
Just really focused on answering some quick questions and getting the hell out of here because it's Thanksgiving. But that's where my focus is. No, I mean, you know how I feel about that. I think that, and I've done this a long time and I've said this a long time, you're really wasting your time. You're talking about narratives that are really hypotheticals because you never talk about that until you get to 10 wins. But if that's the path to it, then that's the reality of where we are. But yeah, we've just done a really solid job of staying, focused on what's up next. And having the experience of playing in a Thanksgiving game each and every year, it's important to come off that Sunday night game or get back to Sunday night when you get back and get into rhythm. So I am proud of the way they prepared and proud of the way they played. We had a number of guys go down today. There was injuries on both sides of the ball, so there was a lot of ebb and flow up and down to that football game, and I just think the complementary football really, and it started with our defense, with the big turnover, the pick six. I mean, just what an incredible play, and it really got the crowd going, and really, I felt like the whole atmosphere changed after that. So I'm just proud of them the way they're staying after it. It's one game at a time, but you do look festive in your Thanksgiving outfit. I think we all should take note.
Mike, Todd Archer, the ESPN. I don't know if you know this, but it's your first home win.
Wow, really? Thanks, Todd. Boy, happy Thanksgiving to all you guys too. I mean, you just come right out of the gate.
You finally get that, though. Yeah. I mean, it's been obviously it's been a long time.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think you can't. I mean, you have to recognize, the way we've played in the past here, and the crowds are, it's an incredible place to compete. Our fans are great, and so yes, it's definitely overdue. So it was important to get the win on a lot of fronts, but it was really important to get a home win.
You mentioned Marion's interception return. What did you see of the play? Like, can you just were you watching it? Did you see you see him first hit Singletary, then the deflection?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it looked like a championship volleyball play. I mean, just the hand-eye coordination, and anticipation, the tip. My daughter Izzy would be proud of it. So, I mean, I think it's you don't see that play every day. I'll just say that, and that speaks to his athletic ability. But to get his hands on the ball and then to control it and then obviously put it in the end zone. So that was a huge play. Probably one of the highlight plays so far this season.
Yeah. Tim Kalishaw, Dallas Morning News. I know what you just said about hypotheticals, but 5 days ago your team was 3-7, kind of given up for dead by some people. Mm-hmm. Does it feel different around the team now with what you've done against 2 division teams moving forward?
Well, the division games are important, so yeah, definitely we feel a lot differently today than we did Saturday night going into Washington. I think that's fair and accurate, but it's a good feeling. This is where we deserve to be. We've had a fight to get here. We're still in the valley of adversity. We've taken 2 steps forward, but we still got a long ways to go, and we recognize that. And that's the fun part about it, because if you could just see these guys work every day, their resiliency is evident, positive attitude. So, long as we, if we can just, get blessed with some good health here, and hopefully the guys that were injured today, we'll get good news on them moving forward quickly. But yeah, we just got to stay the course, and sometimes you don't get into your rhythm right away. Some teams came out of the gates smoking in September. I mean, you look at Detroit today. I had a chance to watch some of them. I mean, they've been playing good football all year. So I'm hopeful that because of the way we've worked and the adversity that we're going through, that our best days are ahead of us.
On the last possession, was that a quick decision to decline the penalty, or did you have to think about it?
No, the Aggie call when they did the 12 men on the field. We call it after 12th men in Texas, for all the Texas A&M people. It's an Aggie situation. So, Holcomb Morris. Okay, sorry, but you get it, don't you? Yeah. So.
Aggie joke.
Newey Scruggs, NBC5. Do you have an update on CeeDee Lamb and some of your other players?
I do not. I know Tad. We tried to stop there, but yeah, CeeDee had a shoulder injury. That's why he didn't go back in. But Wanye was a knee. I want to say Tyler Guyton was was ankle and knee. He had a couple things going on, but he was able to go back in on field goal, field goal protection. So.
You tied Bill Parcells 14th all-time in wins. What does that mean to you, especially when you thought about just becoming a head coach and what you want to do in your career?
Yeah, that's definitely. It's something that I know I never thought about when I got into coaching, but I do have such great respect for this game and the people before me. And I don't know Coach Parcells, but I just have always admired him and particularly his generation, because that was the generation that I broke in under. And I was fortunate, so blessed to work for Marty Schottenheimer and the staff that I was on. And you hear stories. You work with different people, and I've always felt that Marty and Coach and Bill has very similar styles and approaches. So, but yeah, just to be mentioned with any of those guys is a blessing.
Tommy.
All right, Micah Parsons loves himself some turkey, or at least making a meal out of opponents on Turkey Day. Most consecutive games with a sack on Thanksgiving. Parsons back from that midseason injury and making his presence felt here on Thursday again.